I didn't know what had happened. I was blown away. Like all of these hundreds and hundreds of birds, simply when I started thinking about this, they all took off and left me with nothing. God said, okay, you don't appreciate what you just did. You don't appreciate what I helped you create. Therefore, I'm going to take everything away. I'm going to remove all the birds, all the wind, all the everything, and leave you with nothing. I've got another awesome story I wanted to share with you guys that happened about a year ago, and I don't think I've told this story live before or any on any of my other podcasts, but I know I've discussed it with a few people. But it's a really powerful reminder of appreciating what we have and seeing the beauty in what we currently have in our reality in the present moment, seeing the beauty in it. And this story, I call it's called The Blue Jay and the Cardinal. And this was a true story that happened to me about a year ago. And it starts off, every morning last year I was going outside and enjoying the outdoors, and it was cold out. I was doing the Wim Hof breathing techniques and methods and practicing that and getting really good at it. So I could go outside with no shoes, no shirt, shorts in December and January here in Kansas, and it's cold. It's 30 degrees. It's I think some days down in the teens. I'm going outside, barefoot, no shirt, and just living in the moment, right? So I go out on my back deck and I'm out there kind of meditating, appreciating the beauty of everything. And I look around and I notice that normally, almost every single day, there is a family of blue jays that lived out back of our house. And there was a cardinal, two cardinals. So a family of blue jays and a family of cardinals. They lived in our backyard. And I'm sitting out there just appreciating the beautiful morning. And I notice I'm not seeing the blue jays. I'm not seeing the cardinals. And that's weird because they're usually there every single day. So I get to looking. Still, I'm not seeing anything. I look in all the trees and I'm thinking, man, that's crazy. Then I remember something. I'm creating this reality. I'm creating everything I see. So what I did was at that moment, I closed my eyes and I started thinking about the blue jay. And I told myself, I know you're here. I just have to see you. You will appear when I'm ready to see you. And I opened my eyes and swear, it was a true story. The blue jay appears and it's in one of the trees right in front of me. And I'm like, there you are. I see you, blue jay. I knew you were here. So I thought to myself, wow, that was pretty cool. Like it just appeared from out of nowhere. So I did the same thing with the cardinal. So I closed my eyes and I thought, okay, I just made the blue jays appear. I know you're here, Cardinal. I know you're around. You just need to show yourself and come to light in the backyard here. I know you're around. And I open my eyes and I look around, and sure enough, that cardinal is right in the tree, right in front of me, sitting there. And I'm just like blown away, like, okay, what just happened? I thought about the blue jay, it appeared. I thought about the cardinal, it appeared. And it even went further than that. The cardinal, he then leaves the tree, flies down to the backyard of where my neighbor's house is, and they've got a bird feeder in their backyard. And this cardinal flies down, and it starts flying around the bird feeder. It was almost as if, the way I'd explain it, the cardinal was performing for me. It was trying to entertain me. It knew I was watching. So it's down there playing around, just being having fun, living its life. And I'm like, this is amazing. So then the thought came to me. Here's where the story turns. So the thought came to me, wow. And this was back, like I said, a year ago when I was really starting to understand the power I had to create and manifest my reality. So I thought to myself, if I can create a blue jay and a cardinal out of thin air simply by believing and thinking about them, what else can I create? So I think to myself, can I create an owl? Can I create an owl in the tree by simply thinking about it? Because there was an owl I saw a week or two ago in one of the trees at nighttime, right? So I'm thinking, I know there's an owl around here. Can I create that owl? So I close my eyes and I think about that owl. And as I'm thinking about it, I start to laugh to myself. And I start to think, you know what? I probably can't create an owl right now simply because it's morning time. Owls are nocturnal. Owls come out at night. So therefore, this is 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Probably not going to create an owl. First thing I did right there, first problem was I doubted myself. I lacked the belief and the faith, one, that I could create the owl because my logical brain told me it's daytime. Owls don't come out in the daytime. So I didn't think about it other than, just afterwards reflecting on it. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to create an owl. That's ridiculous. Then I thought, you know what? How powerful am I? Even though an owl probably isn't going to be here, what else could I create? What else could I make appear and manifest? And I thought, I'm going to create an eagle. How amazing would that be? I'm going to manifest this eagle flying up over me in the sky. And the second I thought it, I thought I beat myself up. I'm like, no, that is a stupid thought. That an eagle doesn't live around here. What are the odds? You're not going to create an eagle flying around. So I beat myself up a little bit more about it in my mind, thinking I'm not as powerful as I am. So I thought to myself, what kind of bird? I don't know why I was focused. I guess the whole morning was bird focused. So I thought to myself, what kind of bird can I manifest? What can I create to show my true power, to show my belief and my faith? And I thought, you know what? There's a highway just down the road from us, and there's always hawks flying around on the highway. So I thought to myself, that's what I will create. I will make a hawk appear and manifest that from my reality, from my own imagination, right? So I began to think about this hawk flying around above me in the sky, and I can see it. And it's real. I don't really see it, but I can see it in my mind, in my imagination. And the second I start to believe and imagine a hawk appearing in the sky, the craziest thing happened. Every bird, like my backyard, I'm on a deck. I have a deck that sits up, and I can oversee, 7, 8 different backyards, right? So I can oversee all these backyards. And what happened at that moment, that instant, every single bird in the entire, all of the backyards, hundreds of them, maybe 1,000 of them, I don't know. Instantly, they all jump up out of the trees in a huge swarm and just start flying away. Just made so much noise. If you've been around a big flock of birds and the sound that they make. Well, the second I started thinking I can create a hawk, boom, all these birds flew up out of the trees and they flew off, raced away, including the blue jay, including the cardinal. Everything left me instantly. And what was left was complete and total silence. There wasn't a leaf blowing, moving. Nothing was moving. There was total silence, as if everything disappeared. And at that moment, it hit me. Oh, no, no. I didn't know what had happened. I was blown away. Like all of these hundreds and hundreds of birds, simply when I started thinking about this, they all took off and left me with nothing. And that's when I looked down and to the right, and the top of the trees started blowing real hard, and just nothing else was blowing around. And all of this wind and these trees started blowing from my right side and just came and blew through like a big gust of air that wasn't there before. And then it went quiet again, and there was nothing. And I thought to myself, it hit me right then and there, that God was literally speaking to me and telling me I was not appreciative. I was not grateful for my powers of what I had, what I can create and what I had. I just created a blue jay. I just created a cardinal from simply imagining them into existence. I wasn't happy. I wasn't appreciative of the fact that I did that. I actually wanted more. I tried to push the envelope. I tried to, see how much more I could use my powers of imagination and creation. And what I think happened in that moment was literally God said, okay, you don't appreciate what you just did. You don't appreciate what I helped you create. Therefore, I'm going to take everything away. I'm going to remove all the birds, all the wind, all the everything, and leave you with nothing. Now think of that. Because I wasn't appreciative for what I had, for what the power that I possessed, and the beauty that was in front of my eyes. I wanted more. And because I wasn't appreciative and I wanted more, the universe took it all away from me and said, you get nothing until you learn how to appreciate what you have. And for me, that was a just mind-blowing, moment in my evolution, in my learning and understanding how to create reality and the different aspects of it. It's the idea of, sure, we can create what we desire. We can imagine into existence anything, and it comes from our thoughts, right? But if we don't appreciate who we are, where we've been, what we've come from, the obstacles, the things that we've overcome in our lives, if we don't appreciate and love ourselves, if we don't forgive ourselves for forgetting, if we don't have compassion and see the humor in what it is we do and how we live our lives, then we're going to continue to be stuck in this repeating loop of being triggered and having to relearn these lessons over and over and over again. They just get taught to us in different ways. Sometimes they're taught to us in the exact same way, over and over and over again. Other times they come to us in different lessons, different triggers, more or less. So yeah, that was a huge sign for me